Sup? This Twosun feels heavy. Feels like a heavy, girthy Twosun. And it should be another new model. I've been borrowing these from Timber's Edge Knives, and they got some new Twosuns in. I mean, it looks familiar. Maybe not. Oh, look how oily it is. Let's get rid of the oily bag. Let's get the oily towel. Wow. Man, this is a big knife. Big. Ooh, look at that carbon fiber. Nice full backspacer. Come on, Twosun. I think we got all the information we need right here. It's a ts407 YJ01-V1 steel. It's numbered. This is number 29. It's a tepe design. I do so like me some tepe knives. Wow. All right. Hey, you know what? I'm going to get rid of all this. I'm going to leave the towel because I'm guessing the blade needs wiped off. But, man, look at this thing. All right, let's get the blade out. Okay. Whew. It does have some design elements of another tepe knife, but it's far enough off that it's clearly not the same knife. Yeah, look at all the oil weeping out from underneath these scales. I mean, I'm not going to mess with this long just because it's an oily mess. But, man, look at this thing. Nice thumb flick, or spidey flick. Thumb flick. Back flipper. And clearly he's got a front flipper there. Let's see what's up. Oh, yeah. Wow. I mean, it's a large knife. Large. LRG. It's a large version. Hey, let's get in this thing. Only because it's an oily mess. I want to get it cleaned up. I don't want to handle all that oil. Big collars, anodized titanium. I'm sure of it, but we'll check it. It's got these carbon fiber inserts here. I'm going to pull that pocket clip. I'm not sure if it's part of assembly. I don't think it is. I think the pocket clip could have stayed. But it was kind of blocking this screw, so I pulled it. Yeah, we're completely apart now. Yep. Double roll bearings. Big, thick steel washers. See if I can get this collar. Pretty sure it's titanium. Yeah. Steel insert. Man, look at the slab of that YJ steel. Who is it a slab? Big, full backspacer. And it's actually screwed down on the front little, I'd say pivot here, but the front little screw right here is a lockdown for it. Got a barrel spacer back here. Beautiful. Internal stop pins. I mean, even the blade's a hog. It's a hog, man. Wow. This thing, it's a big, fancy, interesting piece. All right, let's get the big pieces. Yeah, so this is weightless. They've skeletonized it. It's got lots of milling in here, and then really milled it down thin on the front to accept that carbon fiber. And so very lightweight. I've got quite a few of these new Twosuns kind of piled up here from Timber's Edge, and every one so far has just been an oily mess. So I'm going to stick with the good towel, and I'll just have to swap towels out, man. There's no worries. That's what they make washing machines for, right? Yeah, because every one of these has just been super lubricated. Nice finish on this titanium. It's almost got like a bronze tint in it. Not really, but there's something. Very nice though. Bead blasted. I mean, what a hog piece of steel this is. Whew. And it's a beaut. Yeah, very good looking. Titanium milled pocket clip. Lots of little parts now. I think I'll lay the towel down and bring the parts to the towel. I'm kind of, in general, not a big fan of the gold anodized pivots and highlights. On this one, I don't know that I dislike it. It's not gold. It's it's hard to describe. It's more yellow than gold. It's interesting. Double rolled bearings. There's an argument that helps create stability in a bearing knife versus a single roll. I don't know. I just know it's a perceived upgrade. I've mentioned it before that, I don't know, it seems that it's got more contact than a single row, which could adversely affect the action, I think. I think that's everything. These little screws. And they're oily, man. They are everything. It's like the knives have been dipped. They're dipping them. Alright, Chi. Let's put it back together. Assembly time. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate that look. Don't hate it. Which I try not to be a hater anyways, man. Hate seems like an awful strong option to whatever it is. Seems like the older I get, the more I realize that hate really only negatively affects, for it by and large, the person that's holding it. Not the person that you're projecting it to, but the person that's trying to send it out. Ends up hurting, you know. It's a cancer, man. Now, there's a lot of things I dislike, and there's a lot of things that I disapprove of. No question. But hate's kind of a strong option, in my opinion. And, you know, may hate what I'm saying. May hate this knife, hate my channel. Hate the tone of my voice. I mean, I have heard, though, I'm just throwing it out there, that my voice is silky soothing. I'm just saying. So if you hate it, it's probably most likely on you. It ain't me, because it's silky smooth, man. Like, if you need a nap, If you need to relax, just listen to the sound of my voice. Sup? Oh, man. Yeah, this thing's cool. That one washer's got a little dent in it. It's kind of weird. Whenever I see that, it always makes me wonder if that's functional somehow. I don't think it is on this knife. Smooth side up. Yeah, pretty simple. So nice to get all of that oil off of a knife like this. Pocket clip's got to be that big long one. So we'll get this scale screw in here. Get it tight. Okay. Oh, that action, man. Wow. 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 I mean, just look at this action on this thing. I don't have a pocket clip on, but here, look at this. Yeah. I mean, whew, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Timber's Edge may have one or two of these for sale. Timber's Edge ain't like some of the other dealers. I think they put in one or two of these higher end pieces, and that's about it. Milled pocket clip. It's got some straight lines. There's only one screw. It's recessed into this carbon fiber. It's not optimum, but it does have some straight lines. So, as long as it doesn't wiggle when the screw's tight, it should be okay. So the screw's tight, and there's no wiggle. Not lots of tension, so I'm not going to bother with that. Man alive. It's a beast of a piece. That is a fact. This is this ain't your grandpa's knife, unless he was a Missouri bushman. I mean, wow. Let's do this action. So smooth. Hydraulic, spidey flick, thumb flick. That fuller is long and wide enough that it's really where your fingers are comfortable. Like there's no sweet spot. It's just wherever your finger lands naturally, throw it away from the scales and it's going to run. Nice jimping up around the top of the edge for the front flipper. Yep, very positive. And then the back flipper, I mean, wonderful leverage, good jimping, very snappy. It's probably the snappiest deployment on the knife. Let's see if I can fail it. Yeah, I can fail it. It's just a ton of blade. Doesn't take much to get it moving, though. Once it's moving, yeah, it's going to open. I mean, lock bar, this is lowered a little bit, scalloped on the, it's like a bolster lock, but basically it's a liner lock. It's just got this carbon fiber insert over the top of it, but easy to reach in, easy to open that, very functional. I mean, overall, I'm going to give it I'm going to give it A. It's a A to a A minus. It is really nice. And the knife itself, just, I mean, that's contributing to the grade that I'm giving it. It's just a really quality knife. Wonderful knockdown on all the edges. Let's talk about ergonomics on it. Full backspacer. Everything's been bead blasted and chamfered and knocked down. Even the gold pivot like works on this. And I'm typically not a fan. If they'd have put it here and some other places, it would have been too much. But to just have it right here on the collar, and then not the gold on the pivot pin itself, I dig it. I like it. It's a good highlight on this knife. Visually, the knife's appealing. It is really large. Excellent ergonomics at this point in the hand. Nice jimping, good platform for the thumb to lock in. With the flipper tab where it's at and where this cutout for the finger is, not so confident, very confident. I mean, this knife's just going to go whoop and slide right towards the top for sure. Very locked in grip. Reverse grip is really nice. The thumb just lends itself to just get right over the top of that. Very confident grip here in this reverse kind of crambic grip. And then this grip, I mean, I can get here and it's really confident. Just my whole palm's in this crick right here. So I was about to say, but not so much, but I'll be honest, I'm locked in. This grip right here is legit. It's got it. Yeah, not every knife has that, and I look for it, and this knife definitely has it. It's a great little grip there. Let's check the pocket clip. I think it's going to be fine. I think it's going to run really well and have great tension. We'll see. Got to get over the thick stuff. Yeah, all the way up. Look at this. What is that? Like a leg bone from a brontosaurus or something? I mean, pretty cool. Yeah, I like it. Nice retention, nice tension, which creates good retention for the knife in the pocket. And it's a big, heavy knife. Retention is a little lacking once we get to standard size jeans material, and I believe it's going to be the same in my back pocket, which is where I would carry this knife. Yeah, it could use some tension for standard jeans material. So if you're picking one of these up and you're going to put it in your pocket, it's just a thought. When you take it apart to deal with all that oil, you may bend this and put a little, you know what, I'm going to do it. Yeah, so I just took the pocket clip off, and I'm going to see if I can manipulate it by just kind of flexing it with my thumbs, getting a grip on it like so. And you can see I put just the slightest little arc in that, and it's going to make all the difference in the world. And so if you pick this knife up, you can easily manipulate it. Once I tighten this screw, you won't even notice that arc, but you'll sure notice the extra tension and retention of this pocket clip. Just needed just the slightest little arc in it. And now it has it. And now that it's tight, you don't even see it. Like completely disappeared. And, ooh, I can't even get my fingers under it. So standard jean size material. Yeah, wonderful retention now. I mean, it's almost a dryer clip. It's just such a heavy knife. I don't know if this could bang around in a dryer for long and stay there. But it's got excellent retention now. It went from not very good to being too loose to now it's excellent. It's got wonderful retention in the pocket. Safety. See if we can get blade contact. Nah, full backspacer, wonderful. And the tip is well recessed. So, I mean, the clip is awesome. The tip's good. And I'm confident I can handle this knife any way I want and not catch the sharp part. And that YJ steel, I like it. Let's see how sharp it came from the Twosun factory. Look at this blade, man. It's, I mean, slicing with it through this paper now, it's even more awesome. And you can go here. Yeah, it's got a wonderful choke up, but I'll say that I can tell holding this knife that this choke up is secondary. The primary grip is back here. Yeah, but it's got this, and you could definitely, ooh, the ability to slice now with this knife, holding up here in control. Yeah, wonderful. I mean, if you're down for a big, awesome knife, this may be something to consider. Let me check pricing on this. How much is it? So the only place I'm seeing this right now is live auctions, and it looks like they're 120s, 130s, maybe even more than that. But you know those live auctions, man. You could steal one for $100. Who knows? What I would say is check Timber's Edge, because I believe Timber's Edge is going to have one or two of these, and you know, with a 10% discount, you know, even if it lists for, you know, 125, they get it down to 112. So, I mean, is this going to be around $100? Don't quote me, man. For all I know, the thing's going to list for $150. I don't know. I mean, high-end steel, high-end materials, and it's an awful cool knife. Yeah, very cool. Hey, I appreciate y'all watching.